Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we're gonna be talking about Demon Slayer. This is the Hashira Training Arc, episode 4. Um, so as we know from last episode, Tanjiro passed his first training and now he's off, getting his breaks ready to go and get set for Tokido. So Tokido, we already know he's been really harsh to the people he already has in there. He's beat the crap out of him. He's doing like some flash step crap. Choo, bonk, down, you're dead. If Demon would have done that to you, you would have already been dead. Anyway, moving on, there's a large portion of that. And yeah, he's really happy about Tanjiro being there. So he's like, hey, Tanjiro, what's up? He goes into this like secondary mode. So if you remember last season, he was very rude and robotic. And he's kind of moved outside of that. So whenever we see him angry now, it's not really anger. It's a lot more calmer self of him. And you can kind of notice it if you really look at it, even though it's kind of like they do this like corny thing where he's doing his hardest, you know, he's working so hard. And it's like, yeah, but the character change is not hard to see, but it's easy to see whenever he's talking to Jinjoro, and you can kind of see through those eyes finally of who he actually is. So he's one of my favorite characters and one of the better Hashiras. Not the best, but he's up there. I would say he's like my second one. Actually, the Love Hashira is pretty sick. Second or third. It's kind of tied and it's hard to say. So later on we'll do like a Hashira tier list. But moving forward, um, anyway, Tokido is sneaking off in the night, and the other people that are doing the training, the little recruits or whatever, lieutenants, they're talking about how he's sneaking off at night, and we figure out what he's doing. We see him running off, and it's nighttime, and we see like a bunch of like little spiderlings like crawling. And yeah, there's like this camera and we see the eye again. If you remember prior episode, it was either last episode or the episode before. We actually get to see it was number 4 that's been spying on him. So I don't remember number 4 specifically what that demon can do, but it is spying on him and they're looking for an opportunity. Anyway, what Tokido is doing, so he finally gets to his destination. We get to see, as we saw last episode, the Snake Hashira and the Wind Hashira are training during the night, and Tokido goes to join in because he's not getting enough training due to the other recruits, lieutenants, all being crap and not very good. Another thing, have you guys noticed how stupid his bird is? Tokido's bird is so annoying, but it's kind of funny. But everyone hates it. All of his students are like, shut up, bird, shut up. Moving on. He sees Tanjiro and he takes him to his room. And this room is actually a secret sword room. And we get to see a character from last season from the Swordsmith Village arc. And it's Mr. Kanamari. And he's his personal swordsmith. So he kind of lives in his quarters in that back office. He has like his own room and stuff. You know, just so you guys know. But he gets Tanjiro to hold his sword. He throws a paper airplane on it and he slices it. It's just trying to see how good his work is and how, ready his swords are for the big attack. Big war coming up. So, if you're watching other animes, this is like My Hero Academia. It's pretty much a big war coming. So, been dope, been dope. More or less, Tanjiro spends 5 days training and he passes. He learns to use more of his movements, not be as. I guess he gets more of his movements. That's really all I can notice. It's a time skip, so day and night just rushes. And yeah, Tim and Tokido are talking, and they're at the end. They kind of have a talk. Now, it could have been before he leaves off, but we're going to get to some else. But anyway, he's talking about how his sister Nezuko has wanted to him. They're kind of just sitting down talking about it. And he's talking about how a friend is going to be watching her. And it's someone that we know. It's his master, Tanjiro's master. Mr. Yuridaki is going to be watching him. Sorry if I mispronounce names here. This is why sometimes I'll be like, the Wind Ashura, the Snake Ashura. It's just easier. But yeah, Mr. Yuridaki is going to be watching over Nezuko, which will be awesome to see him again. And I hope he teaches him some crazy arts. Wait. I think I know why he's there actually. Hold up. Okay, okay. We'll talk about that later on, but I have a feeling. Um, yeah, this was a really great episode, but what makes it even better, listen in, Tanjiro was like, hey, you want to have a paper airplane contest? Just like what happened previously. And what he does is we figure out that he talked to his swordsmith, his swordskeeper, Mr. Katamari, and he's like, "Oh, what are some of Tokido's hobbies? He likes paper airplanes, so let's have a paper airplane throwing contest." What kind of bet does he make in this contest? Oh, if I win, you have to treat everyone a lot nicer. They've been complaining to Ninjoro as he's been watching them get beat. Uh, he even had this one thing where he, not one thing, but this one mishap, not really mishap, but he got so bored that he got them to use riddle swords, and yeah, that it was bad. The guy just kind of just stopped, but he was happy. He's like, you didn't just attack for no reason, so technically they did something good. Anyway, Tanjiro, they do the paper airplane contest. Guess what? Tanjiro loses 10 zip. After that, we get one of the most happiest moments in all of Demon Slayer history so far. Well, there's probably other ones, but this one, well, never mind, this isn't the happiest. One of the happiest. Paper airplane brings everyone together. Tanjiro might have lost, but everyone's like, oh, let's all do the paper airplane thing. And Tokido's so happy they're at the end. And yeah, they're just like in Zen. Um, we kind of backtrack a little bit, little chit chat between the Hashiras whenever he was training at night. Snake Hashira is coming up. I don't think it's the next training that Tanjiro's gonna have to go through, but I think he's gonna be a lot harsher. He's trying to see what type of power Tanjiro has, because they know he's basically close to a Hashira in a way, but he's also very weak from a Hashira. Uh, God, this episode was really well done. I'm just gonna go ahead and rate it a nice solid 8. I thought it did really great things. Didn't really do anything bad. Finalize it up. Everyone was happy, as I said, during the paper airplane contest, and then afterwards, even though they didn't get the better treatment, they ended up getting Tokido to kind of like ease back on them. So it really shows some character progression right now, and that's great. Tanjiro goes off, and I guess after the end credits, we get to see what goes on. The Love Hashira. He gets to meet her. She's got bees, and they're gonna go have dessert together. So I guess he's gonna be doing some crazy aerobics now. Ugh, I guess he couldn't just get the Wii Fit board out. He had to actually go see the Love Hashira. But nah, like I said, 8 solid episode. Love it. Tokido's great. I thought everything's plotting where it should be. Tanjiro's gonna keep going, get stronger. We know what he's here for. We see the attack coming. They really hit it on all the burners. And yeah. And I guess the question of this episode will be, what do you guys think? Do you think Tanjiro will become close to a Hashira in this series? Or do you think he's always going to be the underdog that has to rely on some stupid, crazy attack? No spoilers. What level do you think he's really on? Anyway, guys, stay safe and peace.